Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Beekeeping channel, where we love to do everything beekeeping. Friday the 12th of June 2026, colony inspections. This is the swarm that we picked up maybe 4 weeks ago now. They seem to be doing okay in terms of quantity of bees. Loads and loads and loads of bees. They're still on reduced entrance, which was from wasp season last year, but they're doing okay. They're coming and going. There's no issues there. Formation, they've got a kind of makeshift 14 by 12, which is a national and a super stuck together with metal brackets, just because I had lots of spare at the time. Queen excluder to stop the queen going into the honey supers, and honey supers for honey storage. Given the quantity of bees, it looks like they might be doing something the top, hopefully, or not. So this was the colony that had started to put stores in the supers. Right, nothing in the middle. Let's just skip that one. Scratch that. It was kind of here that they were doing it, I think. I mean, if they were, they've stopped. Well, I was all excited about the fact that they had a tiny piece of honey stored, but that has now been cleaned up. Well, they are using super, which is a good start. Let's see what we've got in the brood box. Really upset. Right, always check the underside of the queen excluder. Make sure there is nothing on there that shouldn't be, like a queen. Should ideally have 11 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Quantities of bees. I think the bees are doing quite well. We've got bees moving around on every single frame. I thought they were doing alright. I think I've probably moved new frames into the middle just to allow them to work them. It's an older frame. There's nothing in there apart from some stores. Not too much stores yet. The kind of vein of what I'm seeing. So they've bought out this bit here. So within all the other colonies, there's only a tiny bit of stores at the moment. Blackberry is just coming out, Rose Bay, Willow Herb just coming out, so they'll probably be the start of something quite big. Right, so we've got the second frame in, and we have brood, so she's laying up well, there's nothing there. This is just emerged. Right, so she was laying this far out, and this has been emerging, but she hasn't laid it back up again, so maybe it's the weather that's causing her to slow down a bit. Nothing in this side. That was the second frame. Third frame. Stores in there. So they are putting stores here, so that brood on here is kind of being isolated. She's not laying out this far, so generally they put stores on the edge of the colony, so where they deem to be the edge. Bit of a shame that she's not going further out. This side, yeah, they're just still drawing this. Nothing much sunshine. A bit of a change. A bit of a dull day so far. Let's see what we've got in here. We've got sea snake larvae. So this is friend number 4 now. But sea snake larvae. I mean, all of this has emerged recently as well. So you can see all of this has come out, and she's just backlayed it and filling up nicely. Little stores at the minute. And this side. side, nothing yet. So this was the outer side that's facing me. So there's brood that's emerging down here. There's a brood up here that is about to come out, and they are feeding frantically on the little bits of stores that are at the top. So if there aren't that many stores, then they can't raise bees and they can't generate heat and so on. But the weather is due to pick up. We're due to have blackberry and roseberry willow herb coming out shortly. This is one of these combs that doesn't all the way to the bottom. Again laid up through the middle, and there are sea-shaped larvae and eggs across that top section, so I'd assume that's probably the case all the way around. So she is laying well. Definitely laying well. Plenty of bees coming in and going out. It's a good frame. Yeah, bees are all coming out here. Back there is Queenie. The wrong colour, but there she is. So we're seeing brood on the outside, and in the middle we have sea-shaped larvae. On the back we have again sea-shaped larvae as well. So it is doing really well. Come a couple of weeks, they'll be booming, and those supers, when they start getting some use, I only put the supers on just because they seem to be doing quite well, and I didn't want anything weird to happen, so I gave them the extra supers. I haven't used them apart from there's a tiny bit in there last week. They've now moved that. So we've got brood with the eggs through that middle section there, so all of this must have just emerged. And so they've replaced it all with tiny white eggs. You know that she's in there. This is quite a new frame, I think, of combs. The comb is a lovely kind of light yellow rather than a dark yellow. It gets darker as the bees raise those brood cycles, because of the really thin cocoons that get left in the cells, which eventually make the cells much smaller. So though dark comb smells nice of bees, it's not great for bee health. Again, eggs in that section there. This is one of the dodgy combs again. Yep, eggs in that section there as well. Haven't seen any queen cells or anything yet, so they are actually okay. Big old patch of brood there, top to bottom. She has laid eggs in that section there, so this bed is due to come out now. So there's a couple of thousand cells in this entire frame, so there's probably 1,000 bees here roughly that are going to come out, and they've got certainly 2 or 3 months of life in them, finishing their life as a forager. Go out and forage in the field for the nectar. Eggs in the top, and low on stores, not that many stores here. It's coming, but it's not right there. Come on, girlies. Pop the next one. I think I've just got a bee. Sorry. Squash one. Avoid squashing them because they get a bit antsy otherwise. Don't like antsy bees. Okay, so brood up here. That's got eggs in it. There's a nice new comb as well. There are eggs in there. I don't think you can see it. I don't want it to sag so much. Backside, yep, there's brood in there, and there's drone at the bottom. So drone is the male brood. That's much bigger. Takes longer. 26 days, I think it is. So 21. About 16 for a queen. Okay, and last but not least, if I can get it out and it's not too much stuck to the end, and girlies, try not to squash anyone. Yes, they're building on the bottom because they've got that extra bit of space underneath them, so they can. I'll just pop them off so I don't want them to bit in the way. Yeah, and they're drawing that out as well. So they're certainly bringing enough to draw out the comb. But just none spare at the minute to fit in a super. There are some straws in there, which is all good. Right, so next week I actually have a couple of spare 14 by 12 boxes that I've just made up this week. So I'm going to install one shortly on another colony, and I'll probably put the other one on here next week just to try and get rid of that extra deep space that they've got. So thank you very much for watching. Please do comment, like, rate, subscribe and share. I will see you on the next video. Bye.